every position I got a diamond at.
But if I'm not getting a Mushu, you ain't getting a Jeremy.
What?
I feel like a young Nomar.
Write to us. We're very friendly. Much love. I you here, man.
You did me dirty.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to a brand new episode of Going Deep with Matthew and Jeremy, episode number 59. I know you like that intro. I closed my eyes and pretend I was looking up to the sky and said, "This is the new episode." How you doing, bud?
I'm doing phenomenal, Maddie. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing wonderful. I'm glad to be back here. Everything worked out today. So
Everything did work out scheduling-wise.
We were about to not have a show today. It was going to be maybe another day of the week, but we're here today, and it's awesome because we're ready for you guys and ready to rock and roll.
Of course, but we don't start our episode until we get to our random question.
Yeah, you're right. Dang it.
And
I wish
today
I'm just so eager.
Is my day for our random question of the day.
Let's do it.
My random question comes from a recent experience I had.
Okay.
Lately, I've been finding myself watching a lot of the Marvel movies over again.
Okay, nice. So you kind of refresh your mind. Now you're back on it again.
Correct. So
Cool.
I went through and I watched basically only the Avengers.
Got it.
I don't know why. I
That's
just
fine.
like,
Go
I gotta
ahead.
watch the Avengers. So I watched 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay.
And afterwards, I got to thinking, if I could have saved any of the 3 Avengers that died throughout the last 2 movies,
Okay.
who would I replace them with? So remember, Vision
Yeah.
was killed by Thanos.
Yep. Spoiler alert if
Infinity
you haven't
War.
watched it, but too
If you
bad.
haven't watched it by now,
Get out.
get out of the rock. Get over the rock. They're under a rock, so slide
Yeah.
out of the rock
Yeah.
and go watch the
Stop
movie
being
already.
Patrick.
Exactly. Vision dies in Infinity War.
Correct.
Pulled the stone right off his head.
Yep.
Blam, dead.
S him up. Yep.
Which leads to WandaVision. You watch it?
No, but I heard it's good though.
It's good. I like it.
Okay.
Black Widow kills herself in
That's
order to
right.
get the Soul Stone.
That's true. Sacrifice yourself.
Iron Man, in a sense, sacrifices himself to save the world.
I am Iron Man.
Exactly.
Can we count?
Which one did you want to?
In the second one when
Gamora?
huh?
Are you gonna say Gamora?
Oh yeah, Gamora. Well, no, because Gamora comes
Gamora's
back.
alive.
Let's leave her. Let's leave her. What's his name in the second? Because you watched the second one. Wanda, her brother.
Oh.
Do we count him or no?
No, he's not an Avenger.
Ooh.
In a sense.
In a
right?
sense, you're
'Cause
right.
He,
Hey,
he
hey,
had
hey,
the
hey.
one fight.
Hey, you're right. You're right. Okay, so
To
we're
me,
just
he's
taking
not a
those 3.
full-on Avenger. So those are the 3
Fair
that
enough.
you could save. You want to keep them dead? You can keep them dead.
Got it.
But who would you save, and who are you killing off?
Got it. Okay. Okay. How about if I give you a reason for each answer? Obviously,
That is fine.
all 3 I would love to bring back because they're all awesome.
Yes.
Cool. But if I would rank them in order, I would go priority number 1. I'm bringing back Tony Stark.
Yes.
I'm bringing back Iron Man.
You have to.
He's
Rumor is.
yeah, I know. There's a rumor.
Doctor Strange.
He's God. Number 2, I would choose Black Widow
Mm-hmm.
because she's freaking badass. She's a very strong character in a sense. When she was introduced in Iron Man 2, kind of seemed like, she's cool. She fights. I remember when I first saw the first Avengers way back when, 2012, when she does, they do that little circle thing. She does the gun. Her and Hawkeye were always like, they just don't seem like they fit. Both of them together. But as the movies progressed, like her story arc was so much
That's what I was
greater.
going to say. They did a really good job of developing her character.
Very, very nice job. Her relationship with Hawkeye, her relationship with Hulk, her relationship with Captain America. She kind of has everybody. She kind of just.
You can see that there's a relationship within all of them, correct?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. And all of them, of course, they all serve a purpose and they all help each other. But she is definitely, if I would explain it in the best way possible, this guy is Kraft. What's it called? Elmer's glue. This guy is that kind of. She is definitely crazy glue because her glue is very very strong. So that's why she goes second. I love Vision, but I will put him last only because
Vision's probably the strongest one out of
he
all
might
of them,
be
right?
the strongest one. But this is just on a pure what I enjoy watching. I love Vision as well, but I feel closer to those 2.
Makes sense. They're in the most movies.
Mhm.
You probably have the most screen time.
Yep.
So you have more of a connection with them.
Yes.
Which makes sense. So you told me which ones you would like to save.
Mm-hmm.
In order to save them, who are you killing to bring them back?
Ooh, great question. Okay. So we're going, let's just say if I had to do 3, if I do 1, I'll do the same thing. So I'll choose 3 that I think I would have to be like, oh, I'm sorry. Ooh, that's a tough one. Now I'm trying to think if I even want to get rid of anybody.
So in order to save the Marvel Universe, or let's say the Marvel Universe
Yeah.
is like, Maddie, it's up to you what we do in the next phase.
Gotcha.
Who would you like to bring back and who would you like to kill off?
Okay, so let's switch. So let's go with Vision. So like the probably person I would choose to go first. This is a tough one, but I think I'm gonna go with it. I would choose Drax.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I like Drax, but I feel like his character has changed over. He's funny, but they've used too much funny. He's kind of like, I don't see him and watch him. I'm like, dude, that guy's badass. Like Black Widow's way more badass than he is. And even though he might be a little funnier than her, he's not. He's a little too silly. So I would go that one first. My second one, I'm getting rid of. Damn. You know what? Let's put him second. And
So you would kill off Drax for who?
Drax. Okay, we'll save that one. My third one, the one that's first. Let's just go. I love Wanda, Wanda Maximoff, Scarlet Witch, but let's just put her and Vision together. They can be.
You're just gonna kill him? Okay.
They can be happy together.
Oh,
I really like them together. So.
Poor Olsen sister, you're just killing off her role just to keep dead people together.
I want them to be happy. That's a cop-out answer. Okay, fine.
That is a cop out.
Yeah, Drax for
that's
sure.
fine though. If you want to kill her off, that's your choice.
I'll think
you can
about it.
kill her
I'll
off.
think about it. Drax for sure, though.
Okay.
I think Drax. Does Nebula count?
Nebula counts.
I would go Nebula.
She counts. She becomes an Avenger at the
Yeah,
end.
she counts. I would go her. For some reason, the Guardians, because I don't.
It's hard to say if which Guardians are kind of
No,
quote unquote
I would
Avengers,
keep
right?
Star-Lord, even though he's the one technically who effed up everything in the beginning.
He
I keep
messed up
Gamora.
everything.
She's freaking awesome. I love Rocket. Rocket's untouchable. Groot is one that I will play around with because adult Groot, sure, he can go. Baby Groot,
He's funny.
oh,
Baby Groot's hilarious.
You're pulling on my heartstrings there. I don't know if I can get rid of him.
I like the little part where he's like, "Whatever you do, don't push the red button." Now repeat it back to me. He's like, "Groot,
I am
Groot,
Groot.
I am Groot, I am Groot, I am Groot, I am Groot." No!
I got it. Drax, Hawkeye. I'll switch Hawkeye.
Oh, you're gonna kill Hawkeye?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would
actually
switch.
like
I would switch Hawkeye with Black Widow.
Okay.
I saw what they did in the movie, the last one, because they chose Black Widow for a reason. Not saying Hawkeye is not important, but if Hawkeye left, you'd be sad. But I don't think as sad as people were when Black Widow.
Okay, that's
so
fair.
I think there's a bigger emotional attachment. That's why they chose her, unfortunately. So let's do that one. Hawkeye, Drax, and then probably Nebula. So Nebula is probably the first one to get rid of, then Drax, and then Hawkeye.
Seems fair. Seems fair. So for me, I do feel the same way about all three characters. Vision's probably my least favorite.
Yep.
And then Iron Man,
Yeah. It's tough.
to me, he made the Marvel universe like he made it interesting to watch. And I think his character really played into how the series played out regarding like comedy.
Yep.
I think they realized like the snarky comments
Yeah.
and whatnot really helped the movie rather than just be straight up action, right?
100%.
And that to me is what kind of led to Guardians being the way Guardians is.
Mm-hmm.
I think
And
they-
also the third Thor, which really
And-
just blew my mind off.
if you watch Thor 1, Thor 2, and Thor Dark World or
Yeah.
whatever it is, this dude's as serious as possible.
Yep.
And they're like, it clicked in their head that funny characters go a longer way, right?
Yeah, as long as you do it correct, you do
Correctly,
it nice,
like,
it
not
works.
all
It
the
works,
time,
not
right?
all of them, but it works, then it's perfect, and I thought it worked perfectly.
It did. So we're in the same boat. Scarlett Johansson to me is second. So if I had to kill people off, you tell me if this is fair.
Yes.
I would kill off Mantis. Is she an
Ooh,
Avenger?
I didn't even think about Mantis.
Mantis is a little funny, but I could do without her.
I would maybe put Mantis in there too. Okay,
Okay, so I kill off Mantis and bring back Tony, right?
cool.
I would bring back Black Widow, and I would get rid of. Oof. Now I'm stuck.
It's nice. It's not easy.
No, because I actually kind of like Drax because I think he's funny
Yeah.
in that dumb sense.
Yeah,
So I kind of want
I
to
can
keep
see
Drax
that.
there.
yeah.
Trying to think of other people that could go. You know what I could get rid of? War Machine.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't like Rhodey?
No, he doesn't.
Not your fave. I'm not saying you
He's
don't
not
like
my.
him, but not your
He's
fave.
not my favorite.
Gotcha.
Like
Fair.
I think it's funny about that story. He's like, I brought the tank and put it right in front of the president. He's like,
Yeah.
boom,
Boom.
you miss. Or he's like, is this yours? Or are you
Yeah.
missing something?
Yeah.
He's like, that kills. That
Like,
kills every
yeah,
time.
and
Yeah.
other people like it. And they're like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right. I could get rid of him.
Okay.
I would
I like
I'd
Rhodey.
get rid of him to bring back Black Widow and
Okay.
to bring back Vision.
Wait, does Captain Marvel count?
Yeah. Would you kill Brie Larson?
I would keep Captain Marvel and kill Brie Larson. Sorry, that's messed up. Let's not count her because she was technically only.
She's only in the movie for like 5 seconds.
She don't count. She don't count.
No, she doesn't count.
But if she did, you guys all know my position now.
Okay.
She's just not that cool.
You know what? I'm okay with keeping Vision dead. You could just stay dead. I wouldn't bring him back.
Sorry, you really got me because no one can see you, but you were basically kind of like thinking so hard, and then you just looked at me clearly like, you know what? Yeah, fuck Vision. He can
stay dead. If he's not dead, I don't get WandaVision, so stay dead.
Yeah, exactly. True.
So that's how I would play it out.
I like that question.
That's what if I'm the producers or John Favreau.
Yeah.
That's how you say it, the last name.
Yep.
They should maybe think about what I'm saying here.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, we'll see. I feel like this.
Do you like Doctor Strange?
I did. I like Doctor Strange. Not one of my favorites, but I liked it a lot. My low key one of my favorites is Ant-Man. I really like Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. Oh,
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd is hilarious as him.
But I really liked the movie. So.
No, he did a good job in his movies. Yeah. Both movies I thought were pretty good. That was our random question of the day.
I liked it. That was good. I haven't talked about movies in a while, so that was fun.
I know. And our random question of the day today was brought to you by Teresa's Elderberry Gummies, where health is wealth.
Health is always wealth, and elderberry is delicious. Have you had it before?
Of course.
I've had a soda of it.
How was it?
Do you remember Rocket Fizz when we went to, there's one here, but remember I showed you the one in Seattle when we went way back in the day. Mm-hmm. Went to go eat at, what's it called?
It's the red drink.
Huh?
It's red, right?
No. It was a company that does like root beer. Okay. Oh, you're talking about Rocket Fizz. Yes, that place is red.
Rocket Fizz, yeah.
Yeah, remember we went to get a drink and we went to go get the burger. What was the burger called? Dick's or something like that? That burger place, you remember? It's the place that Ben was talking to the guy. You need to go there. That's like our burger.
I kind of
was it Dick's? I think it was Dick's. Because Ben laughed because Benny was like, yeah, he's like, you don't go to Seattle unless you have your bag of Dick's.
Correct, because that's what they called fries or something like that, right?
Yeah,
correct.
And we stopped to get a drink there. So, anyways, I got elderberry there before. It's a company that do like root beer. Mm-hmm. They do different kind of berries too. They do like
blueberry.
Blueberry
like
soda.
Berry?
Yeah,
raspberry.
I tried elderberry. It was good.
Okay, cool.
It was good. But yes, health is wealth.
Health is wealth. Moving over really quick. NFL news.
Yeah.
Superstar.
I would say superstar. I mean, only superstar.
I think he's downgraded to star.
Yeah, he's not a superstar, maybe like his abilities, but he is a superstar. No, he's well known.
He's well known if you look at it from that aspect.
Yep.
Yes. J.J. Watt has decided to sign with the Arizona Cardinals, coming out west, NFC West. 2 years, $31 million, $23 guaranteed. Does it move the needle for you on where Arizona is?
Not really. I think there's nothing. Another year of development for Kyler Murray. Another year of being, what do you call it? That partnership with DeAndre Hopkins. But
growing. I
still think that they're not there yet. I don't think just signing J.J. Watt's going to change everything. It might help him a little bit, but I do not believe that this will make them like, whoa, these guys are someone to look out for.
Well, you're not the only person that thinks that. We actually put up a poll on Twitter. 79% of the people said they're not contenders.
Yeah.
So it's not a needle-moving decision.
No, for 21% it is. For 79%, I would ask, and I probably would know the answer. 79% think they're not contenders. I do think maybe out of those 79%, half of them at least think they're playoff contenders. Right?
I could see that.
Maybe even more.
The NFC is so tricky right now. Russell Wilson having his issue up in Seattle. Is he staying? Is he going?
Aaron Rodgers.
What happened to Aaron Rodgers?
No, like.
I was talking about just the NFC West to make the playoffs.
NFC West, sorry.
Yeah, you got to deal with Seattle. You have to deal with Matt Stafford and the Rams now. Yep. You still have the 49ers, who were a defensive juggernaut only 2 seasons ago. Yep. Last year, riddled with injuries. We don't really know what Jimmy G is yet, even though he's been in the league for like 20 years.
Yeah.
We just don't know where it is. This is probably the closest the division's been in a while.
True.
So playoff hopes probably in the air.
It's open for all 3 of those, yeah.
I don't know. To me, I'm not sure. I need to see a bigger step from Kyler Murray, because at the end of the day, your offense is what's going to kind of not carry you, but it's going to be what propels you into those kind of that realm of playoffs, deep playoff run, whatever it may be. I believe at the end of the year, he really tailed off. He was too reliant on his legs, and we've seen that not work for a handful of quarterbacks. You look at RG3, who was really good for that first season. Used the legs, got hit too many times. Lamar Jackson, year before MVP, down season, right?
Yep.
Struggled to throw the football, struggled to get anything going. Got to wonder what's going to happen to Kyler Murray.
That's a good point. No, that's a good point. Extremely point well taken. I just think time will tell, but I do agree as well. I don't think they're contenders. Basically, going back to the poll, which we do thank everyone who participated in that. Do you think you're on their board as well, right? You don't think they're contenders?
No, I don't see them as I don't see them as Super Bowl contenders, which is kind of funny because J.J. Watt wanted to leave, right? Because he wanted to be on a Super Bowl contending team. So does
maybe maybe in his mind they are.
Maybe in his mind, maybe D-Hop, put in a good word and.
To be fair, when you're that low, where how the Texans were to go,
almost anything seems better.
Anything seems better. It's like negative 20% going to Super Bowl to 20%. That's a. If you think of that,
it's technically a big change,
it's like
right?
40% increase,
and the thing
which is a lot.
It's not even that he took a money deal.
Yeah.
There was bigger options out there from the Browns and the Indianapolis Colts.
Maybe it's the culture. He thinks there's something going on there, right?
This is what I think right now. He's 31, 32 years old, or whatever it is. Weather in Arizona is pretty damn good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Living is pretty cheap.
Definitely.
Very comfortable, even for a man who makes as much money as he does.
Even
though he's going to make $23 million.
Let's say he didn't make any money in his career. 23 million to live in Arizona, you are good.
You are set.
Well, you're set anywhere, but
if you're in LA, $23 million is not going to get you as far.
No,
as in Arizona.
No, it's not. Yeah, exactly.
More comfortable living. It seems nice as a retirement spot.
True.
Right? It seems nice as a retirement spot. I just don't know if he stuck to his word on getting to a Super Bowl contender. But the last note that I want to leave you off on this. He is now pairing up with Chandler Jones, who has led the NFL in sacks since he was drafted in 2012, with 97 sacks.
Wow.
You want to know who's second?
J.J. Watt.
J.J. Watt, 95 and a half sacks. So they are going to be a formidable duo.
For sure. They're a little older, but for sure.
Yeah, it's an older duo.
Yeah, but still.
But a formidable.
Hell yeah.
It's still a great pairing. Moving over, we talked about last week the U.S. Women's National Team.
Yeah, She Believes Cup.
And the She Believes Cup. We both said they were going to finish off and win it, playing Argentina in their last group, basically last game. They went ahead and did that. 6-0 win, Maddie. Led by Rampinos, who scored in the 16th and 26th minute. Kind of got it going. Carly Lloyd, who we both said big fans of.
Carly Lloyd.
Got on the board in the 35th. Christy Muse, who I believe is a young and upcoming star.
Cool.
I know a lot of people are raving about her talent, so should be good. That looks good going forward, right?
Yep.
Our DB alum near home, Alex Morgan,
Very
got
nice.
on the scoreboard
Doing what
too.
she does all the time.
Exactly. Your favorite, Kristen Press,
Woo-hoo!
in the 88th minute.
I love Kristen Press.
And your MVP of the tournament, no shocker here, Rose Lavelle.
Little baller.
Absolute baller. And this is now the second time in a row that the U.S. Women's National Team has gone ahead and won the She Believe Cup.
Nice.
I think it's the first time they didn't win is that year we went.
They didn't win that year.
They did not win that year. If you remember that game, I don't think they won.
No. They
tied
won.
it.
They won it. No, they did win. But it wasn't like we didn't go to the final. We were in the middle.
Give or take.
Give or take.
Maybe.
Okay. That was 2017.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think so. Was it 2017?
It was. You know why I know?
Why?
We
The Dodgers played right after. We watched the Dodger game
What
at
happened?
Ogie's. Kyle Farmer double down the line, walk off, first hit of it was Major League career.
Yes.
We were having
we know-
pizza.
That was the year. We were like, dude, the Dodgers so good. What's going on?
happened?
What happened?
Yeah,
All
no,
right.
and we were like,
that's why I
it's
remember.
happening.
That's
It's
why I remember. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that is wow.
Yeah. Time
And
flies.
Kyle Farmer is no longer here. Instead, he's playing shortstop for the Cincinnati Reds.
Ooh, that's weird.
Very weird from a catcher to a third baseman to a shortstop, right?
All right. Good for him. Anyways, all right, let's go ahead.
On that MLB news, before we hit
That's right.
our main piece of news today,
Our main
something
card.
that we teased on Twitter, Trevor Bauer
Yeah.
made his spring training debut
He
as
did?
a Dodger, 2 innings, 1 hit,
Two
2 strikeouts,
Yep.
no walks.
20, 30
Nasty
pitches.
as hell curveball to I think it was Hillard.
Oh, my God.
That
That was nasty.
It was nasty. It was
was-
extremely nasty.
Yeah.
I was looking at it. So I knew it was a strikeout, but I look at the pitch at first. I'm like, what the hell kind of thing? And then I just boom. I was like,
He's walking off the mound. Like,
Yeah.
not walking off the, but
like he knew.
he knew that. He's like, oh, you're out, buddy.
Yeah, I was just like,
It was like fastball, foul off, curveball, just looked at it, but dotted the paint, and he's just like, bye.
Bye. Exactly.
Nasty.
Look very good. Now, what can you take from spring training? Obviously, not a lot, right?
not too
It's you take a little bit, but you
Yeah.
don't take a lot.
Yep.
It's more
Grain of
is
salt.
the ball coming out smoothly? Is it coming out right
Yeah.
at the hitting? you don't need the results, but does he look confident?
Yeah.
Does he look ready for the season? Because a lot of guys in the beginning, I just want to see the pitches, right?
I think
from a hitting perspective.
Exactly. Or from a hitter's perspective. From a pitcher's perspective, you just want to see that they are, if he's a guy who usually throws from 93, 96, he's throwing 93, 96. If he
Somewhere
throws,
in between, right?
If he throws a curveball, he's throwing a curveball. He's throwing a slide, he's throwing a slide. But if it's like,
you just want to see the movements, basically.
Yeah, movements. If the command's not there, it's okay. As long as it's not a physical thing. Like, example, if we saw Bauer and he was throwing like 90, 89, 90 with a fastball, you're like, oh, is he all right? But he's throwing fine, because I think his first batter, he was a little wild, throwing up. But he was, hitting 95 probably. You're like, okay, he just needs to kind of refine what he wants to do.
Correct. And then you look at it from a hitting perspective, what I was going to say was a lot of the guys kind of go up there looking for pitches. Mm-hmm. Just want to see the movements, want to see how things are going.
Yeah.
Just take a couple hacks, make sure they feel comfortable that the movements and the mechanics are correct.
Yep.
It's not about necessarily getting the results. If I hit a hard line drive, good for the day, right?
Yep.
You're not too worried that the results will come as you go forward.
Exactly.
Speaking of the first game, who was the first man to get an RBI? Your World Series MVP.
That's right. That was the first
Corey
game.
Seager based it up the middle. As he goes, the team will go, in my opinion. I think I've said that many times already.
Yeah.
And looking forward to it. Saw some weird faces in new places. You check out Nolan Arenado and those new red unis.
Yeah.
That was a little weird.
Before I worked, I saw Lindor in the Mets uniform playing. That was interesting to see.
It's kind of weird seeing all this movement, but I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm as excited as I've been in a little while. To get the season going. Hopefully there's a repeat here in LA, but I think it's just going to be a great baseball season overall.
I can't wait.
More coming on that as the weeks progress, spring training gets going.
I'm definitely watching that when I get home tonight. Is the replay? The Dodgers playing right now, the Giants. It's a night game.
It is a night game. 7 o'clock start time. I forgot.
Walker Buehler
is taking the mound. Leading off was Mookie Betts, Corey Seager. Top half is about the same. Austin Barnes is hitting cleanup, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
A little bit weird of a lineup.
Yeah, I think they're just moving around.
You see Matt Davidson. They're trying to see him go two-way.
That's true.
He threw a bullpen already. He hit a home run the other day.
That ball was in his eyes, man.
Mm-hmm. He's been known to be a home run hitter, just no average. But like I said, we'll get to it as the season progresses.
Be fun.
The one thing I just wanted to hit before we move on to our big thing. Do you see Johnny Means today?
No.
So Johnny Means, starting pitcher of the Baltimore Orioles.
Okay.
Had a little bit of a rough first inning. I think it was only a base hit, but just a lot of pitches.
Yeah.
I think he's like at 29 pitches, so skipper comes out and pulls him with only 2 outs, and he's thinking to himself, what the hell? I'm supposed to throw 2, regardless.
Yeah.
And skipper says, no problem, you'll be right back.
Oh.
So they brought somebody in, got the last out, and Johnny Means came out and started the second inning, had a clean inning.
Yeah.
Part of the new rules that they installed where you can kind of end an inning, have the inning continue on, pull a pitcher, put him back in, for a clean inning, whatever it may be. I just thought it was a little funny just to see that.
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah, so they had said that they actually had a couple pitchers set up just in case that needed to be done today.
Interesting.
I thought it was pretty weird.
It's super weird.
You don't see that in the MLB unless the guy goes into left field for a batter.
Yeah, I hope that's not a thing because that's.
I think it was just a spring training thing.
Spring training, I understand. Maybe you just don't want to overexert.
There is no way you can do that in regular baseball.
You want him to get 2 innings, but you want him to finish 2 innings, not to get bombed or whatever it is. But yeah, as long as they don't do it right, I'm fine. It's spring training.
No, it's just a spring training thing.
Cool.
No worries, Matty. You don't have to worry.
You saw my eyes, right?
Yeah, you're like, oh, no. You're already not liking the guy on second.
Yes.
You're already losing your mind about that one.
Already getting.
And you were upset about another one. I'm trying to think of what it was.
Robotic umpires? No.
No, it was something else that actually got installed, but you weren't very happy.
No, the only one I'm cool with that it was a new one was the 7th inning doubleheaders. I'm okay with that.
You were okay with that.
Those make sense to me.
It does.
It does. It's just quicker, easy, faster. It's fine. You're playing 2 games in 1, 7 innings, no problem. Mm-hmm. If you get bombed, you get bombed. It doesn't matter if it's a 7-inning game or 9-inning game. If it's a close game, it's a close game.
True that. Yeah. True, very true. And the urgency is there from the beginning.
Exactly.
When I played baseball in high school, they used to say, have your 7th inning intensity for all 7 innings. So we had a big 77 on our back. That's what these guys got to do now.
Yeah. That's true.
7th inning intensity for 7 innings.
It's like we're playing high school again.
Exactly. To our big news, though.
Let's do it.
NBA. Today's the anniversary of Wilt's 100-point game.
Yep. Wilt Chamberlain.
Can that record ever be broken?
Yeah, I saw you ask a question on there on Twitter.
We did ask on Twitter, and we've been getting a lot of feedback on it.
Yep.
Do you think it's possible to be broken, or do you think this is one of those records that just won't go?
No, I think it's possible. It's definitely tough, but it's not one of those impossible ones. I don't know too many basketball records in general. I know these. I know the all-time, obviously the all-time scores, all-time steals, all-time assists. Those I know, but in game, like most points scored in certain. I mean, I know Klay Thompson holds the record for a quarter. I think
37,
if I'm not mistaken, 37. That individual one point wise, I think it can be done. I don't think it's an impossible one. For me, I think the harder ones at the moment, like in this day and age that we're living in, are the streaks. Example, AC.
The Iron Man streak.
Yeah, the Iron Man streaks. AC Green, I think, holds it for the NBA. You know, you're playing basically almost playing your whole career without missing a game, which we see.
You're never going to see that.
You're never going to see that. I don't think
you'll never see
you
that.
will not see that again.
Not anymore.
Very similar to, I can compare it to a baseball one. Let's say the hitting streak. What is it, 56 games in a row?
I actually want to talk about all the records on another episode.
Okay,
because I was actually looking at them.
That's
the
a good
other day.
one. What I'm saying is, this particular one is tough, but I can't see it happening. Unlike others, which when we do an episode about streaks, we can do that. But just for this one particular that you mentioned, I think 100 points can be accomplished. Especially the way guys can get hot from the three now. We all know that Wilt Chamberlain was not shooting threes when he scored 100 points.
No, I think it was 32 or 54.
Exactly.
All in the paint.
Now, if you're able to get hot, we've seen him. The most recent, I think, was D-Book, right? 71 points or something like that.
70 points against Boston.
Boston.
And somebody told me today that
it wasn't really.
No, I had put out. I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I was honestly not sure. I'm like, didn't they arrest people? Because I remember reading an article. Avery Bradley lost a couple votes.
Yeah.
Because he gave up 70.
Yeah.
In a game he didn't play.
Yeah.
So when I was thinking about it, I was like, I feel like they arrested a lot of people and they proved me wrong.
Got it. So back to what I was thinking is that it's possible. Someone made a good point. It was actually on the radio, on the Mason Island show on the ESPN. I think it was Michael Thompson. He said that sometimes if the game is close, it's tough because they're going to be guarding you pretty tough. A lot of these points are not close games. The one exception is that Kobe one because Kobe one was so close. Wilt Chamberlain supposedly was
at the end though.
He said it was kind of close. Michael was saying that it was they were down like 14, which is, I guess, 14 now. It's not. It's still technically a reachable game because let's say you just hit three stops and two threes in a row, you're single digits already, right? The Devin Booker one, they were talking about that it was kind of
they lost by 10.
They lost by 10, but it was kind of at the beginning they were not really playing defense, so it just depends. I think. I still think it's possible though.
Who would break it?
I like D-Book.
You think Booker's the guy to beat?
I like D-Book. Who was the guy who said D-Book? I don't know who was on Twitter.
I'll let you know right now. Continue your point.
Some dude. I forgot his name. Gibbles or something.
That one. Yeah. The Gibbs did say.
I think he said D-Book or Harden. Harden, I will pass on.
I was Harden. I think Harden could do it.
You like Harden?
Harden's great at getting a free throw line, which stops the clock.
That helps. Yeah, you need
can shoot the
you need
three.
To shoot like 20 or 30 threes almost.
And who's the guy that would do it?
Free throws, 25 free throws.
Kobe had 18.
Yeah.
On 81.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to get to the free throw line. You need to be able to knock down the threes and make the tough shots.
Yeah.
Who does that?
I think both
Harden.
The two that we said. Yeah, Harden is.
So I was saying Harden or Steph because Steph can when he's on.
Oh, he can get on.
When he's on and just jacking up threes like ridiculously, who's gonna stop him?
That's true.
The thing is, he doesn't get to the foul line. That's his only issue.
That's why I like D-Book.
I don't know. I know he has a 70-point game.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Something just in this area again.
Okay.
It's like
I like that one. D-Book. Kevin Durant would have been my choice a couple years ago. I don't think he could do. I think
Kevin Durant
he could do it.
He's like, tomorrow I'm dropping 101. I think he could do it.
I know. I think he could do it for sure. I just don't think it's as. I don't think he's as explosive as he was before his Achilles injury. Give him 5 years ago when that guy can literally do everything. He can still do everything.
Warriors, KD could probably do it.
Even last
Warriors,
year,
KD
even
to me is
even last year, OKC KD, dude.
Okay, last year OKC KD could probably do it, but I feel like when he went to the Warriors, he went to like another
different
level.
guy.
Yeah, like a whole another animal.
Yeah,
he was the same beast but a different animal, or same animal but a different beast.
different beast. Nice. Okay. Well, yeah, definitely.
So we did do that. We'll let you guys know the results of that on the next episode after it all ends. But I just thought it was an interesting point.
Super.
And I think it's possible. Lloyd Pierce.
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta Hawks fired, man. The hype. Do you think it was the hype of the team that got to them?
Yeah, because their probably expectations kind of rose a bit after acquiring. Was that the right word? Or signing some of these guys, right?
Well, you got Bogdanovich.
What was the other guy they signed? We just talked about it. Totally forgot.
They have Gallinari.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Gallo. They still have, obviously.
They got Trey. They got John Collins. Mm-hmm. They have Clint Capella. They got some guys over there.
No, they've got guys. I just think. They have Rondo. I know.
Yeah, that doesn't help the kid.
Yeah, exactly. They just too much of a hype. But they do have a lot of injuries. I know I was reading the article that they've been bit by the injury bug. 12-17, I believe there's a record or something like that. 12-18. Lloyd Pierce was extremely popular among the team. So it just that is just a firing based off what you are putting on the court and what your record is showing. Unfortunately.
Possibly.
Because they liked him a lot. It's similar to that Jason Kidd, right? And they said when he got fired by the Milwaukee Bucks. Couldn't even say that word. Giannis, all of them were like, "No, dude, this guy's great. We love him." I know a lot of players say that when there are times when they get fired, they're like, "Yeah, good thing they got fired."
Good.
But other times they're like, "No, dude, this guy was."
He was it, and it just we weren't performing.
We weren't performing, so. I know that Nate McMillan, as we wrote down, he's taking over. I know there was a little bit of a delay because he wanted to make sure that Lloyd Pierce was okay with it. Kind of like, they're he's like buddies, right?
They're buddies. Like, hey, man, hey, is it okay?
Yeah,
I don't want to overstep.
I'm not taking over just because I'm taking advantage of you getting fired. Like, I won't take it if you don't. And Lloyd Pierce was like, no, dude.
Well, he will be the interim head coach. So as of now, just a year basis. Mm-hmm. Going forward, they'll have to take a look. Remember, Nate McMillan was fired from the Pacers, which was kind of a questionable move after making the playoffs and playing decent ball in the playoffs, right? They ran into the Miami Heat, and that was the end of it.
Yeah, I just think it was a little – that was a weird one. You're right. It was.
Remember, we were all like, that's going to be one of the best series out there.
Yeah.
You had Michael Jordan of the bubble and T.J. Warren.
T.J. Warren, that's right.
And everything. They had Oladipo, I think, at that point.
Yep.
The thing I read today, actually, I don't know if it has anything to do with it. Lloyd Pierce was actually kind of complaining about Trae Young's shot selection and the way he is attempting to score nowadays. Trying to get the foul every time.
Gotcha.
That little run-in that we talked about before. Stop on a dime, let him hit you, kind of just throw up the shot.
Yeah. Felt like it was doing too much.
Yes, too much. But I think this should be interesting. Nate McMillan, remember, coach of the Pacers, kind of more that gritty type of style.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what you need because – I don't know, Trey. I haven't been around. I haven't watched enough. But to me, I get a sense where he knows he's a star, and maybe he needs to be brought back down.
That's a good point.
Maybe get the team going and as a whole, right? Mm-hmm. Maybe John Collins is worried about his contract. Hey, let's just go out there and play gritty basketball, and let's see what we can do. Mm-hmm. We can outwork everybody. We don't have to out-talent everybody.
True.
Even though they have the talent.
They do?
Maybe they need to get back to that. Let's just outwork people.
Cool. Nate McMillan's old school coach. He's been successful, so I think maybe he'll shoot some life into him.
I agree. So the thing we were teasing on Twitter is our NBA All-Star Draft. Maddie, we're gonna go ahead and draft a team. Our pool is gonna be all All-Stars that were selected this year.
Cool.
Starters and reserves. And this team has to go on and win the championship for a season.
Okay.
Not a one-game win. You're building this team to go forward.
This is a season.
Just for a season.
Got it.
One season. You don't need to think 10 years in the future. You don't need to do anything like that. Win this season.
Cool.
All right.
Everybody healthy, right?
Everybody's healthy. There's no injuries. AD is perfectly fine. Kevin Durant's hamstring is not bothering him.
So this is basically...
The reserves that were selected to replace these guys are in play.
Cool. And then this is just straight up... These guys are healthy, but these are the guys. We're not choosing like a prime year. This is this year.
This is this year.
Cool.
This is this year's team, and we will go ahead and do the ceremonial coin toss.
Cool.
Heads or tails in the air, buddy?
Tails. Tails never fails.
It is heads.
Then you go first.
I will take the first pick.
You got it.
And with the first pick,
which is easy because I already know I'm getting my first pick.
Yeah, you're gonna get your first pick because he's not the first pick in everybody's heads.
No.
Impossible. I will go ahead and take the best player in the world right now.
Really? So you are taking mine.
Give me Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I figured.
KD will be my my number 1 pick right there.
Cool. Are you typing this down?
I will go ahead and keep track.
Cool.
And we can go from there.
Cool.
Sound
I don't
good?
even have to waste any time because you left me the best player on the planet, which is LeBron
No,
James.
you're kidding yourself.
LeBron James, 25 points, 7 assists, 8 rebounds per game. Actually, even 8 assists per game. Sheesh. But easy one. Easy one for me to pick. Thank you very much. Thanks for letting me decide. Don't forget that these two guys are going to be doing the whole...
they will be doing a draft themselves.
Their own draft themselves. I think that's March 4th for you guys, anybody who's interested in watching. So don't forget. I believe that's going to be on TNT probably.
Yeah, I think it is.
More
TNT.
than likely.
More than likely it's TNT. Maddie, we didn't talk about this part. Did you want to go back and forth? Do you want to have another pick?
Oh, you want to do like... No, let's go back.
Let's just go back and forth?
Yeah, because if we had like... more than like 4 or 5 people, then we should do a snake, but it's just us two.
Let's just go ahead and go back and forth. Sounds good to me. With my second pick.
I keep forgetting I can choose both. I was only looking at one side. Yes, go ahead.
I will go ahead and take another top 5 player in Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard. I like that one. It's a really good one.
So my team is long.
You guys are long.
Very long right now. We're the long squad.
You're the long squad.
Who would you like to take, Maddie? With your second pick.
Who it will be my second pick. I am going... Oh, interesting. I'm actually... Yeah, I'm thinking this as a team. I'm going to go with Anthony Davis.
Okay.
Yep.
I like it. Definitely one of the guys I thought about at first, but I just felt right now...
All healthy.
Everybody's healthy. Everybody's healthy.
Yeah.
So right now, we probably got 4 of the top 5 players in the world.
Exactly. So you can't really go wrong.
You can't
Only
go
the first
wrong.
pick because it's LeBron.
Exactly.
I'm just kidding.
No.
Go ahead.
For my third pick, it's going to be probably a little weird with the lineup I have.
Interesting.
However, I think I'm going to go small.
Yeah.
I will be taking the Greek Freak.
Interesting. Wow. That's an interesting one. I was not expecting you to go there. Not going to lie.
I wasn't expecting to go there, but I was taking a look right now, and I just felt, you know what, this might work out for me.
Cool. I will then be taking a former 2-time MVP.
Okay, the chef.
The chef, Steph Curry.
I like it. That was actually my next pick. Had you not taken him. Are you a Steph guy?
I love Steph.
Okay, you are a Steph guy because I've grown to really like Steph.
Yeah, I think the great thing about Steph is because he's not, because at first you're like, he's just a spot up shooter. He's not. But on this team that I'm creating, if he's just a spot up shooter, holy crap.
He'd probably be one of the best spot up shooters out there.
Right?
So I was gonna go small, and then I started thinking to myself, do I really want to go super small? I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead and take James Harden.
James Harden. Okay.
Have you seen the way he has been distributing the ball this year?
Yeah, he's amazing.
Absolutely amazing. Who would be your next pick?
I will go ahead and counter your James Harden move because he is your... Are you putting him as your point? I'm not going to even say.
I don't know yet. It's going to be
this
based
guy
on my
has
next guy.
slowly become one of my favorite players, and that is Bradley Beal.
You son of a gun.
Taking Bradley Beal.
You son of a gun. I
think that's a lovely
I was
backcourt.
actually going to take Bradley Beal in my next one and be like, you just spot up, shoot. Just
Yeah.
shoot the three, man. Don't worry about anything else. Let KD, let Kawhi, or let Giannis and James come down with the ball. Go stand in the down corner and be ready for that ball when they drive.
Exactly.
But I love the pick for you, Maddie. We're going to go ahead and finish up our starting 5 right now.
Yep.
I will be taking with my last pick. This is a little bit tougher for me. Because right now I think I need a spot-up shooter.
Yeah, those Boston guys are nice. You realize how well they're playing this year?
No, they're playing very good. They're
Yeah.
playing very good. With my last guy, I'm going to stay long. I'm going to go ahead and take PG-13, stand in the corner, play defense.
Wow. Interesting.
Just don't hit the side of the
Domantas
backboard.
Sabonis, very nice.
Don't hit the side of the
Nice
backboard
here.
and we're good.
Okay. So I have... You know what? I am going to go... This is an interesting one.
Are you going to try to counter my small ball?
No. I'm going traditional.
You're going,
I've
so
got
I know
Steph.
you're
I got
taking.
Steph.
Let me just write them down.
I've got Steph at my point guard. I got Bradley Beal as my shooting guard. I have LeBron James as my small forward, and I have Anthony Davis as my power forward. I need a center.
Are you
But
going
what-
with the
exactly.
Joker?
what
Or
center?
you're going with Embiid.
Exactly, right? Or I can throw a curveball and say,
You're gonna go Rudy?
I want super defense. Just go Rudy. He just don't even worry about it. You defend, and you just put back dunks. But
It's not a terrible decision right now.
right, not a terrible decision. But yes, you are correct. I'm not gonna. Let's not BS ourselves.
You're taking
It is-
Jokic.
It is between Jokic and Embiid. No.
Oh,
Here's the
no,
thing,
okay.
though. I'm very.
Embiid.
Huh?
Embiid.
I'm thinking about both of them. Who do I want? Who plays better defense?
Neither one.
Neither one, right? That's the thing. So now,
Neither one of them are rim protectors.
exactly. Just because they even damn, this is tough. I like Embiid, but I'm gonna go with the Joker.
I knew you were gonna go with
I have
Jokic.
to. And you know what really helps me is that the one that separates them. This is their Embiid
Passing.
is a 30, 12, and 3 guy, which 3 is not bad for a big
No, it's
guy.
not bad for a big guy.
But the Joker's literally almost averaging 9 assists. That's ridiculous.
He loves to dish the ball. The only issue I have with the Joker is defensively.
Yes.
And that he's too passive.
Yeah, I agree.
That's my issue.
I agree.
That's
I
my
agree,
issue
but
with him. But I think for this,
he
worked.
Yeah, and this one he might even be the 5th most important guy because the other guys are going to be more alpha than him. So he just needs.
I
to be,
see that.
He just needs to be supportive. He's not a. That's why in Denver I think they struggle because Jamal, yeah, he's good, and then it's Joker, but Joker gets a little
You know what the issue is?
too passive.
He's too passive, and Jamal's not a number one guy.
Exactly.
That is the issue there.
They're like two, maybe. Yeah, I mean Jamal might
Jokic
be
is a 1 once he gets the killer.
exactly. That's
instinct,
why
right?
right now he's still a 2.
He's a 2, but the other one
It's like
thinks he has a killer instinct,
yeah.
but he's really like a 3.
Yeah, he's like a 3+. He's a really nice 3.
He's a top end 3, a low end 2.
Yeah, because if let's say you switch what's his name, really quick, sorry, to
It's
Dennis
okay.
Schroeder and Jamal Murray, you be happy. You think Jamal Murray's pretty good if he's our third
Jamal,
guy?
I'd be happy from an offensive standpoint.
Yeah.
I know right now defensively, he's ranked like 5th.
Yeah.
For the defensive player
You
of the
think-
year award.
You don't think it's
Something seems fishy there.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen him play defense.
Yeah.
He does not play
Yeah.
defense.
Schroeder plays defense.
That's why he works here.
Exactly.
You need the defense.
But that's why I
in my
think
opinion.
that's why I kind of put them together because I feel like that's a decent switch. Like let's say you lose Schroeder but you get Jamal Murray, I wouldn't be upset. I'd be like, okay.
I wouldn't be upset, but I would say Jamal's offense
Mm-hmm.
is a lot better than Schroeder's offense.
But defense, you
And I
think?
think his offense is actually more than Schroeder's defense.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like it's probably worth more at the end of the
Definitely.
day. But I like the fact that Dennis knows. Come up with the ball, pass the ball to AD or LeBron, go stand in the corner,
Mhm.
and on defense, be a dog.
Yep. Be a dog.
That's all he needed to
Be a
do.
dog.
That's all he needs to do, and I think he does that.
Cool. All right. So that's it, right?
Yeah, so that's our starting 5. To go over our starting 5 really, really quick. I'm going to start with the position-wise.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and James Harden
Is your point guard?
is my point
My
guard.
point guard is Steph Curry.
Your point guard is Steph Curry. My
Shooting
2 guard is going to be Paul George.
Mm-hmm. My 2 guard is Bradley Beal.
Brad Beal. My 3 is probably Kawhi.
3 is LeBron.
My 4 is KD.
My 4 is
and
Anthony
5
Davis.
is your 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And then my 5
Is he 2-time?
yeah, 2-time.
2-time and
That's a nice
2-time
five.
MVP, huh?
And then 5 is Nikola Jokic. I like
And-
that. That's very nice.
I know I'm lacking with Giannis 3-point wise, but
Sure.
I feel the rest defensively
Oh, he's a good
will
player.
make up for it.
He's a wonderful player, man.
And he's pretty good at dishing. Not the greatest, but he's pretty damn good.
No, he's above average. 6 rebounds. 6 assists is nice.
I agree.
All right.
Maddie, since I took the number 1 pick, I will give you the number 1 reserve spot.
Perfect. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So now we go with reserves, and we're going 5, correct?
5 reserves to make up your all-star team.
Ooh, 5 reserves, man. This is tough. And you know what? Well, I know this is all based off votes, but we didn't take out of the Western Conference. We didn't take one guy who's technically starting, and from the Eastern Conference, we didn't take 3 guys who are actually starting.
So from
I
the
know it's-
offensive standpoint, or West, you took Curry and LeBron, right?
Yep.
I took Kawhi.
Yep.
Did we take all the starters?
No,
we
and I,
took all the
and,
starters.
and I took Jokic. No. We didn't take one, which I'm gonna. There's one.
Oh, you're gonna go ahead and pick up Luka.
That is my first pick for my bench.
Luka is gonna be your number 1 bench guy. That's
Yep.
a hell of a number 1 bench guy, man.
Right.
That's a phenomenal one.
So that's all the West starters. So that tells you right there that we chose most of the West starters because the East, if you
East
choose one,
is
there's
not as
3.
strong,
There's 3
to
that we
be
didn't
honest.
choose.
Yes, there is, and there's a reason for it, man. At the end of the day, you look at it, there's a reason for it. For For my 5 guy, this is a tough one. I'm trying to figure out how I want to build the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a 5 in, 5 out?
Mm-hmm.
Is it this guy's gonna be my
like a plug in?
Is he like a 6-man? So you just plug in somewhere?
Yeah, he's just like a energizer buddy.
I was trying to think of how I would play that one out because it really depends, right? Because if you're gonna go 5-man swap, it doesn't matter. You're starting another top 5, right? If you're gonna go plug and play, you need somebody. Depends who you pull out, right? If I pull out James, I need another score. I need another playmaker. Although I don't really, but
yeah.
I didn't think this through. You know what? I'm gonna take this guy as my first one. Maddie, hit your watch because it's Dame time.
Ooh, oh, damn it! That was gonna be my next one. Nice.
Dame Lillard, as of now, my 6-man. Come in, stand in the corner too.
Cool.
Let Giannis be the playmaker.
Okay, I like that. I like that pick a lot. I think it's a above average pick.
Thank you.
Thanks
for an above average grade.
Yeah. So I took Luka. Most likely, he's going to be actually my backup point guard. Most likely, I think I'm going to do the swap for swap. So now I need another guy to come in and be my guard or forward. I should never ever choose this guy because of his team that he plays for. But I am one of the biggest fans of him because I think he is a hell of a player, and that is Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum?
Excellent
pick.
I am a big fan. That is actually, I'm going with my fan head on that one, not my team one. I just like him. I need to pick him on my team.
You just wanted him there.
I'm a huge fan. Yes, I like him.
All right, so I have my point guard-ish.
Mm-hmm.
The next guy I'm thinking of bringing on, trying to see who's left, to be honest. Okay. Next guy I'm thinking of bringing on is a 2-time All-Star. He's actually replacing one of your guys this year in the
league. Okay. I see it.
Go ahead.
That was my next one.
And give me D-Book.
Ooh.
I think his...
our 100-point score.
Yes, our future 100-point score. I think his playmaking ability is underrated. Mm-hmm. Can light it up from anywhere on the court.
Yeah, he can.
Gets to the basket, gets to the free throw line. I think he's a good addition here. I think all my guys are going to be able to do some playmaking. Defensively, a little weaker. My last 2 picks are weaker defensively, but I think I can make up for it on the back end.
I like it. All right, so I will go ahead and I got Luka. I got Jason Tatum. Nice and long. Luka is going to be a little struggle defensively, so the paint's going to be open. So for that...
Depends where you play him, right?
That's true. I'm going to swap him early because I want interior defense. I'm going to take Rudy Gobert.
Nice. So my game plan was to pick up Rudy at the end.
Yep. I was
I didn't think you'd pick him up.
Yeah, I was wondering where you would. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I'm going to pick Rudy at the end, but I said he might be thinking the same strategy.
I was thinking Rudy to clean up.
So just in case, I'm going to pick it up early, and then I can I'll switch up your strategy.
That is going to switch it up a tiny bit. I
don't think too much because he's going to be if he's your last pick, you have other guys that you want.
Let's be honest. Rudy Gobert, in my opinion, he's not really an all-star.
He's there because of his defense.
He's there because of his defense, right? Yeah. And he's getting paid $155 million to score 12 points.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, you're right.
Kids, you can make $100 million.
The thing I'll give Rudy is that he's scoring almost 15 points, which most defensive guys who are that good like him only score like 7.
I don't watch a lot of Jazz either.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I don't watch. But is he good perimeter defense-wise, or is he, if you pull him out the paint, he's done so?
I think he's above average, which I think that's why...
As a center.
He's a little quick, because for being that big, he's a little quicker than you would think. I think that's why he did get that Defensive Player of the Year, because it's not an automatic, brought Rudy out. If you brought Rudy out against Steph's going to cook any center. Doesn't matter who it is. But how many players are like Steph?
I was trying to think, because I know the Lakers just played him, and I was trying to think. I remember they kept trying to bring him out, right? And they bring him out, and they're just eating up that lane.
Mm-hmm.
They got killed by the Jazz, but I remember the whole game plan was bring Rudy out, and the inside is open.
It is open.
Because I don't think he's quick enough to get back.
Exactly. But again, I think you're right.
But one-on-one outside of the perimeter, or outside of the paint, he's decent.
He's decent, and then I also think what you said is true, but then again, who are our guards or the main guy? who's going to try to bring him out because he wants to drive in and
It
kick.
depends who it is, right?
Depends who it is. If it's LeBron, most likely he's going to cook him. Even Dennis Schroeder because he's a little
I
quicker.
don't know if LeBron will cook him.
I think he will cook him.
I don't think LeBron cooks him. Dennis cooks him. I don't know if LeBron.
Dennis cooks a lot of people. He's so fast.
He's very
that guy's
quick.
so fast. Okay, sorry. We get
You're
off
fine.
topic.
You're fine. My third pick for my reserves, I'm gonna go center as well.
Ooh, okay.
Give me the process.
Okay,
Joel
nice.
Embiid.
Joel Embiid. Okay, I like that one. Joel was just a little
He's not as strong defensively, but I think he'll do enough.
cool.
I don't have to worry about your inside play with Rudy.
Mm-hmm.
So he should be fine
You're
from
right.
that standpoint.
You're good.
Just box him out, let everybody else get the damn rebound.
Okay. Alrighty. I got 2 spots available. I got my center. I got my 2 guards. I can push Luka to the small forward and pick up another guard. Which I think I will not do or do. Damn, dude, this is tough. This is we're heading to
Do
the
you
end.
like these all-stars?
They're okay.
All-stars, or do you feel like there's some people that maybe got snubbed because you weren't here. You weren't here.
Yeah.
We didn't get a chance to do a snub thing because one snub I know for sure is my boy down in New Orleans who's at 25, 5,
You're
and
mad
6
about
or
that
whatever.
one.
Hell yeah, I'm mad about that one because his partner over there is in it. I don't think he's
still good though, but
he's
you're
good,
right.
But
You have a good
is he
point.
Brandon Ingram?
Okay, so I'm gonna actually throw a curveball here. I was not going to choose him, but I think because of this year, I think he's still playing well. Last year, he showed me that as long as he's healthy, and we're saying everyone's healthy here.
Everybody's healthy.
I really like him because I think in the end of the day, he is a game changer.
Zion?
No, I'm not chasing Zion. I'm going to push Luka up to the small forward. I have Jason Tatum. I have Rudy Gobert.
Oh, you gonna take my next guy?
I'm taking Chris Paul.
Oh, okay. You didn't take my next guy. That's
I'm taking Chris Paul. I know he's a little slower, but I think Chris Paul has the X factor that I like off the bench.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. He will be healthy.
I used to hate Chris Paul, by the way. I still don't
You
like him.
kind of don't like Chris Paul.
I still don't.
If he had become a Laker, would you have liked him?
I think yeah.
Just because he's a Laker, or do you think you would have actually liked Chris Paul?
I think most of it because when you're on my team, you are my team. It's not unless you suck or you do bad things or you're a bad person.
All right, do you like Kwame Brown?
Yeah, when he was a Laker, I try to root for him because if you root for him, he has to do well, right? Why would you say, "Oh, yeah, he sucks"?
I don't want to say he sucks, but like,
he sucks.
Like if you're,
sorry,
like
Kwame.
if you're on the team, I'll be like, I hope you do well, but I don't like you.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. You're trying to separate. You're separating.
Like
you're rooting for him, but you still don't like him.
Like I'm trying to think. Like if you had Zaza on your team, Zaza to me is a dirty player.
Yeah, he is a dirty player.
I would say I hope you do good.
Yeah.
But I don't like you on the team.
Chris Paul is not like that for me, but yeah, he kind of takes the same kind of. I feel the same way when I see Westbrook. I don't like him when I play against him. If he was on my team, I will give him a little more leeway. But I take Chris Paul.
Take Chris Paul. Good move. I'm gonna go ahead and get a little help on the wing, get a little bit better defensively. I'm gonna take that other boy from Boston. Julian Brown.
Nice.
I've come to like Jaylen Brown.
Me too.
As he's as he's been progressing through the league. I think he's going to be a two-way star. Offensive, I think defensively he had it a little quicker, right? Offense is starting to finally come into play, and I think he's getting a lot better. And I'm really excited to see what he does. At first, I wasn't okay with his money because you and I talked about it.
Right? Yep.
Ones get one money. To me, he wasn't a one. I don't think he's still a one. But he's looking more like he could one day get to that point.
Okay.
I think Tatum will be the better one, but I think he'll get close.
Cool.
So that'll be my next pick to play my wing.
And this is my last pick, right?
This is your last pick, Maddie.
This is
Make a good one.
This is good because we're like winding down. We're timing this perfectly. Damn, this is tough. It's funny because we left off one starter, which I think me and you are not choosing.
Kyrie.
Yeah.
I'm not a Kyrie guy.
Yeah.
You're not a Kyrie guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. His personality to me is a little funky.
Yeah.
I don't think it's anything that he really does. He just seems a little funky to me. I think
Yep.
he's a good ball player
Yeah.
at times when he's all in on it.
Yeah, because technically we're all healthy, but we're not saying how their personalities are, right? Who knows?
Yeah, like
But that's
it's just-
going way
to me,
too in
like,
it. But
if I were ever making a team where I need to win one game, maybe one game
Yeah.
I'd pick him. Like if I need to win one game
oh yeah,
to
so
save the
you're
world.
doing a pickup game.
Yeah.
You take him.
But like if I ever say like I'm creating a team
Yeah.
for a season, I don't know if he's a guy that I want
No,
in
no.
the clubhouse
Dude,
or in the locker room.
I agree. Okay. Got Luka, got Jalen, very nice. Chris Paul, I've got Rudy. Power forward is a little. Can I choose a power forward, or should I just go with a switch?
I think you and I are in the same boat.
Go with the guard.
You and I are in the exact same
right?
boat.
Oh man, this is so tough. 'Cause I really like this one guy, but I don't trust him. He's a first-time All-Star. I don't trust him to be. Is he putting up the numbers because he's in that team, or is he actually that good? I think he's good. I don't know if he's amazing.
I think we're thinking the same guy here.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about. Yeah. I was kind of thinking about him as.
Is it a red color?
Maybe not.
Vucevic is nice. He's proven that he's a little better, but I don't want him. Sabonis.
Vucevic is low key.
Yeah,
he's a little underrated to me.
So is Sabonis, man.
Sabonis is having a good year, but I was talking about Nikola Vucevic in general.
You know what?
He puts up like 20 and 10 every night.
Yeah,
and he's been doing it since he came in.
Oh my gosh, this is so hard. But I think Tatum is that good defensively that he will help out in that middle. So I'm gonna choose another guard, and I'm gonna choose. Because I like his intensity, I like his athleticism,
and
I think he's a fighter, and that's Donovan Mitchell. I'm going to take Donovan Mitchell.
Oh, I didn't. You are a Mitchell guy, though.
I like Mitchell.
You are a Mitchell
There's
guy.
something about Mitchell that I enjoy. I like him. I like his grit. I think him and Chris Paul, I'm choosing more for the intangibles, not for the talent.
That's fair enough. I feel at this point, if I don't pick this guy, I will have an earful later on. Yeah, I'll get an earful, but I think he's actually a really good player. I think he is this good, Maddie. I think he is this good. It's not the team.
Oh, okay.
I think he is this good. I'm going to go ahead. So I'm playing small all the way
I see why you
around.
said earful, because now I remember someone's name is
Levine in it.
Levine
and may have some relationship to me.
To this person, yes. Hey,
I'm going to go ahead and pick Zach Levine with my final pick.
I was so close to picking him.
I think defensively, my second unit is not going to be great. But you know what I think they're going to do? Score more than they're going to allow.
Okay, hey,
I'm a Brooklyn Net it all the way with my second unit.
That's fair. Zach Levine is a hell of a player. I like him a lot too.
So I you know what? His athleticism was what carried him, but he's becoming a ball player.
Yeah, a baller.
Like an absolute great ball player.
Yeah.
And I think sky might be the limit for him.
He's
or at least the clouds right now.
26, right? 27?
Yeah, like 26, 25, 26
Sheesh,
years
yeah,
old.
no. The guy's good.
Remember, he was part of the Jimmy Butler trade, coming off that ACL surgery, unsure what he was going to be.
This is when he was. Oh yeah, that's right. He went to Minnesota. That's right.
He was with Minnesota. Remember, one of the top picks with Minnesota. Athleticism really carried his game. Moved over, and I don't think the athleticism disappeared on him, but I think he understood. I gotta evolve.
Okay. I like it.
And with that, and I believe actually his defensive metrics are up this year.
Cool.
So I will be happy taking Zach Levine. To recap our draft here, remember, this is not for one game.
This is a season.
This is for a season long. Which team would win a championship?
Yep.
I will go ahead and say my team. You'll go ahead and say your team.
Cool.
So I'm going to start off with my starting point guard was James Harden. My 2 guard is PG-13. My 3 was going to be Kawhi. My 4 was Kevin Durant. My 5 is going to be Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Cool.
Coming off my bench, I will have Dame Lillard, Devin Booker, the process Joel Embiid, Jaylen Brown, and Zach Levine. Your team, Maddie.
Cool. You know, we should have preferences at the beginning, just like instead of team LeBron, team Durant, it's just team Matthew, team Jeremy, because that's what it is basically. What we do.
It is. It's just we so happen to take those guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you love LeBron and I like KD.
Oh, he's the best player in the world. So okay, so
I do have the best player in the world. I agree, Kevin Durant.
My point guard, I am going with Steph Curry. My 2 guard
is he really a point guard? Or is he more...
That's just his position.
He's a 1.
He's a 1. Bradley Beal will be taking the spot of my shooting guard. Then my small forward is, of course, Mr. LeBron James. My power forward, Mr. Anthony Davis. And my center is the Joker, Nikolai Jokic. Now we're going to my reserves. My reserves, I have Chris Paul, Donovan Mitchell. I also am taking Mr. Rudy Gobert, taking Mr. Jason Tatum, and lastly... Am I missing one?
Yes, You're missing your star.
My star of the bench, Luka Doncic.
Nasty man.
Yeah, he's good.
Before we sign off here, Maddie, I really enjoyed these. We're going to go ahead and put the poll up.
Yes,
let everybody decide. We're going to put it up on Instagram, Twitter.
Yep.
We'll see what everybody says. Before we head out, do you think the Mavs absolutely won the trade?
Which way the trade?
Luka Doncic
or
Trae Young?
Yeah, 100%.
100%. Like, there's no questions.
No doubt in my mind.
This isn't one of those wait to the future anymore.
No,
this is like they got the best guy.
Yeah, this is the guy.
I agree.
I think so.
No, I agree.
Trae's a good player, but no, this is the guy. 100% the guy.
Who is the face, Luka or Tatum? Who is the face in the next 10 years?
Ooh, Luka.
You think Luka's all like the total face?
Yeah, he's good, dude. He's so good.
He's nasty.
He's nasty.
Remember, he was only had 33% though, 3-point last year.
Yeah.
One of the lowest percentages.
That's okay.
And he still dropped 28 a night.
Exactly. He's going to get better.
He's going to get a lot better. Before we head out, Maddie, thank you for coming back.
No, of course.
We are back. Next episode will feature our fantasy champions or finalists in
That's right.
NFL, our fantasy football. Make sure you guys find us on Spotify, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, GoingDeepWithMatthewandJeremy.com, wherever podcasts are streamed.
That's right.
Maddie,
As always,
much love.